Hello, my air signs. Welcome to your weekly reading. This, of course, is for all my Geminis, my Libras, my Aquarians, no matter where it's at in your chart. And we're going to be zeroing in on the week of October 10th to October 17th. But if you are coming across this outside of that time frame, of course, Creator, Spirit, they're not bound by time or space. So if your intuition nudged you here, then I would definitely listen or watch because there's most definitely a message for you here. But if you are watching this between October 10th and October 17th, one of the big energies I want to talk about is actually coming a few days after that time period on October 20th, which is the Aries full moon that is rolling on in. I have created a separate videos for each zodiac sign for that full moon, and I'll link it at the end of the video here if you want to check that out to see what energies are coming in with that full moon for you, because it does impact us like a week before. This reading that I created, they wanted to provide information about the week before the full moon and then up to 2 weeks after the full moon. So there's that 3-week period that is covered. But this reading is going to be for just this week, what else the Creator wants all of my air signs to know. And we're going to be a little unicorn experience. We got 2 oracle decks with unicorns. The first one here is the magic of unicorns, and that one leaped right out. And they told me, yep, that's the one. So we are starting right away. And you've got the spiritual warrior. I love that. The lion, the lamb, and the unicorn, they've all got that beautiful energy within them here. And it says, show that you are a wise leader, command the universe. This has a big strength card feel to it here, so we'll see if that pops up, if that's the story that we want to mention here. It is card 37, which breaks down to a 10, which is endings, and of course then breaks down to a 1, which is new beginnings. So definitely good energy coming in here of transformation. It says, when you're a spiritual warrior, you are strong, courageous, and wise. You use your power to protect the weak and vulnerable. You're honest and honorable so that people trust you and are loyal to you. You're emotionally mature because your masculine and feminine qualities are in equilibrium. So gentleness is balanced with decisiveness, compassion with firmness, and serenity with action. You're a natural leader with authority, charisma, and grace, and you empower others to do their best. When you receive this card, you're being called to look within and see that you have the qualities of a spiritual warrior. Stand in your power with wisdom. Your unicorn is alerting you that choosing this card means that the universe will bring forward an opportunity for you to show your mettle, M-E-T-T-L-E. So be prepared. At this level of spiritual development, you no longer make requests, for you are a leader who commands. So be clear and firm about what you want and where you're going. Know that legions of angels, unicorns, and light beings await your orders. Command these forces of the universe to align behind your intention, and they will support you. The unicorns will light up your visions and pour higher blessings over you. You are a force for good. Be one who enables humanity to make a shift into the new golden age. Wow. Yeah, definitely. You know, in the air energy, especially with us moving into the age of Aquarius, you know, Geminis and Libras as well, feel that passion to make these changes. You know, they have that companionship with the Aquarian energy of wanting to improve the world, wanting to make it a more peaceful, loving place, to help us move more towards where we came from. You know, when we first were created, you know, we started off, you know, from this place. We are still these beings, these powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit beings made of unconditional love. That's who we really are, right? That bright light, that beautiful being of light. And we extended ourselves to have a shadow to experience this humanness, and we go all the way out to where we feel disconnected from our higher self, right? Where we feel limited and small and powerless and feel all those emotions of fear and feel lonely and separate. But we go all the way out, and then we just kind of start moving back to reconnect with our higher self, wanting to experience this separateness and everything else. And so the spiritual warrior that is being communicated here is about doing our part to help us all journey back to this beautiful place of love and light, where humanity is headed one way or another. We're also going to pull a card here from this Oracle of the Unicorn and see what else the Creator wants you to know about this week. All right, Creator, for our air signs, what else do you want them to know about this upcoming week, please? Okay, that one right here. You've got awareness. I love that. Ooh. He has heard you and you are seeing awareness. Live in the moment. Sorry, I can't read that far away. Be conscious of your thoughts. Look for signs and guidance. So yeah, definitely this beautiful light shining from above, illuminating. So keeping an eye out for signs and synchronicities, for the answers that you have wanted. And I love this, that, this is talking about you don't ask anymore, oh, pretty please, can I have that? As you connect with your purpose and your destiny, the things that you're wanting to bring, to this life, it's coming from this place of confidence, and knowing, and listening and paying attention, being aware of what is for the highest experience of the whole collective of humanity, for all our brothers from another mother, our sisters from a different mister, our whole entire, sea of souls that we are, what is for that benefit, and knowing that this is that courageousness, that's that commanding, that because you're so connected to the purpose that you just know, like this is what I'm doing, and this is where we're headed. It's this confidence that comes from all that. Let me take a look here and see what other message comes from this awareness. It says the unicorns are calling you to live more fully in the present moment and be aware of the support you receive from your guides every day. Some of it's going unnoticed because your mind is keeping you distracted with worry, fear, or doubt. You're trying to solve a challenge from a conscious level when the best solution will come from handing it over to the divine. This beautiful unicorn's inviting you to take the time to slow down, sit quietly in contemplation or meditation, and allow your soul to take charge from your ego. Become aware of what you become aware of what your truth really is. Your capital T truth, not your small t truths of the human side, right? All is well and everything is happening for a reason. Any situation can be resolved harmoniously, and there's a perfect solution for every challenge. This card is a reminder that all your needs are met. You are safe, you are loved, and you are protected. Breathe into this awareness and choose to feel peaceful, calm, and relaxed. Trust in the Creator, the Source, to take care of you, meet your needs, and show you your next steps. As you go about your day, be alert to any signs or messages that may be placed in your path. Stay in surrender and keep bringing yourself back into the present moment, for it is only here that you can ever feel truly at peace. And I do love that, because when you look at this card, that does look like, serenity. That does look like peace, right? The lion lays down with the lamb. That is a place of peace, and they are resting. And so there is this message about a warrior doesn't have to be in battle 100% of the time. You get exhausted, right? There's a time for listening to the plan, to when like all the generals meet, right, and they explain what the next battle plan is, what the next movement is. And I feel like that is this place right now, is to be aware and listen to the direction that you're being guided to go. And we're going to get more clarity here. We're going to pull from these, the Good Tarot, and just see what else the Creator wants you to know. About this week. All right, Creator, so for our air signs, what else do you want them to know about this week, please? I really want that one. What else? Okay. So you have the Eight of Water, which would be the Eight of Cups. And this is a beautiful card, because cups, of course, are our emotions. And this Eight of Cups is all about what are you ready to leave behind? You're leaving behind those things that are no longer serving you. They served you up to a point, but now it's time for a change. It's time to leave those behind, and you're headed into a different direction for new fulfillment, to more fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. So things that, looks like previous battles that you've had, serve their purpose to prepare for the next, I don't want to call them battles, but the next adventure. Think of it more, a spiritual warrior is like the musketeers, and you're going on a quest instead of going into battle, right? You've had other quests that have allowed you to gain the materials and the maps and the tools that you need for the next quest. And this is about leaving behind those things that you no longer need. It's like you had mountain climbing equipment to climb a mountain, and now it's actually a plateau, and you're on this, now on this large expanse of land that goes for thousands of miles, with no mountains on it any longer. So you don't need mountain climbing equipment anymore. So you're leaving that behind, and you're getting in your little four-wheeler to make, progress along in a new way. Mountain equipment won't help you, but this new four-wheeler will, right? And so that's what this feeling has for this, is you're letting old things be what they were, and you're ready for the new things to come in. Yep, and here you go, the Star. You've got hope, and this is again an Aquarian card. So when we were talking about this change that's happening, you're forging ahead and helping bring in the new age of Aquarius. It's these beautiful Aquarian energy does two things, really. One of it is that it has this acceptance of other people where they're at. It doesn't judge, it doesn't force itself on others. It allows people to be where they're at, and they are where they're at. And in that acceptance, it opens up this acceptance of others, which allows people not to feel like they have to be on the defensive, right? It's this loving acceptance of others, and meets them where they're at, instead of, telling them they need to change and blah, 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 blah. The other thing is this, they're the water bearer, and they're bringing the living waters, which are the essence of the unconditional love of the Creator. It's the living waters that quench our thirst. So when this energy, when this Aquarian energy that you're connecting to here, when you bring that, you also bring this awareness to them of what they're truly thirsty for. They've been drinking from the outside world of this water that is conditional love, that makes them thirstier and thirstier. The more they drink, the thirstier they become. But just a drop of this living water allows them to take a taste of what they're truly searching after, which is this connection to the higher realms, which is this beautiful, unconditional love of the creator of all things, right? And so I love that, that's what we're bringing there. What's interesting is that I totally saw this as the Eight of Cups. And if you caught that, it's actually the Three of Cups. And they just showed this to me because they were like, yes, we wanted you to see that it's something that you're ready to leave behind. But the Three of Cups is a message, a special message from Spirit for me, because it represents the spirit world. It represents our guardian angels and angels, our spirit guides, the creator, spirit, all our loved ones that we've lived with and are back on the other side, our ancestors, unicorns, fairies, whatever those beings of unconditional love and light. This is saying that you're not alone, that they have your back, that you just need to connect with them. And before you came down here, you did choose all these things that you want to have happen in your life, and they're busy having those beautiful fated events unfold for you, for your experiences. But you can still ask them for answers, still ask them for signs and all this, awareness stuff while we're here, but they won't mess with your free will. It's like a little kid trying to pour a pitcher of milk for the first time. And we're like, no, let me do it. And we're going to try to pour it. They bring the mop and the towels to clean up the milk, because there's going to be spilt milk. They know it. They're like, okay. But if we ask them for help, they're like, oh, yes, we definitely will help you. But they won't mess with our experience unless we ask them. So it is this message of each day, ask them for assistance, because they will help you on this path, on the spiritual warrior path. They have your back, but they won't mess with your free choice and your free will. So just ask each day if you want them to, and they will show you signs. They will bring you answers, as long as it doesn't mess with your fated events that you want to have happen in your life. Those, they're like, well, you told us not to give you that answer. You told us not to meddle in that piece because you want that full experience. So we can't do that, but we will help you with this. They'll do what they can outside those parameters. You just have to ask. So I love that. Yeah. And then you have card number 20, the call. And this normally would be the judgment card, which is about you connecting and understanding who you really are, that you are this powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. When you add the 2 and 0 together, you get a 2, which is telling you that you are more than just this human side of you. Like I mentioned, you're this powerful being, and that experience that you have is just a small piece of you that was brave enough to feel disconnected and veiled from who you really are. But this is the wake up. They're calling you. The whole spiritual world is calling you. The star is about connecting to who you really are. So this is a big wake up call, for you. And this is the time in your life. If you didn't know this before, which for a lot of you, I imagine you already had this inkling of like, yeah, I know I have a purpose, and I know I was more than this. This is beautiful confirmation for you. And I really feel there's probably none of you that are like, what? I'm more than this? I really feel like this is like 100% of you know that I knew that I was something bigger than who I was pretending to be, this act that I was putting on, this character that I was portraying on here. I knew I was a bigger, more powerful spiritual being, actor behind this character. And now you get to embrace that and walk in a whole new way on the earth here. We're also going to pull some cards here from this Everyday Tarot just to get final clarification. what the Creator wants you to know about this week, but this is a huge boom. Boom, boom, boom for you. This awareness of coming of who you really are and the power that you yield upon this earth from that place of unconditional love. So Creator, what else do you want our beautiful air signs to know about this upcoming week? Okay, anything else? Okay. Yes, yes, yes. So you've got the Three of Pentacles, and this is about doing your work. You are this beautiful artist that is creating something gorgeous and needed and inspiring for the world. And you've got your individuals here. You've got people who will praise you for what you're doing. And you'll have people who will naysay and backstab you about what you're doing. These we all know about, and we're taught, oh, what do we care, about these people that are dream stompers. But this individual here can have more influence on us not living our authentic life and being on that quest that we are truly wanting, because our ego loves to get reinforcement and validation from the outside world. So someone who says, you're not, that's stupid what you're doing, blah, 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 you're like, okay, that's easy to kind of blot out of our life, right? But this one, the one that goes, I'm so proud of you for doing what you're doing, and you're going to change the world, and da-da-da, and you're like, oh, thank you. And then they go, have you ever thought of doing this? And it's not what you wanted to do, but because you don't want to lose this praise, you might alter your course a bit and see how that can be more impactful to us than this naysayer here. So this is that awareness that they want you to bring there. That the guidance and the support is from above. This Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles, right? It's get your support and your love from above, because they don't have any ulterior motives of power or any selfish motivations, I guess you can say, on helping you. They are totally 100% behind you in for what you're doing there. And you have the Ten of Pentacles here, which is all about, this is like the legacy card. Not only is the thing that you're going to bring beneficial for you, but it's beneficial for, generations to come, and even animals. And I love that they have, this for me is like the tree of life, which is like your family tree, right? And again, this is like a 10, which is endings and new beginnings. But you have this ability to alter and break chains and cycles that have been going on from generation to generation in your own family tree, but also the influence you have is in other people's family trees and cycles. So the changes that you're making in your life and these the guidance that you're sharing, this whole spiritual warrior, this quest that you're on, that you're passionate about, that you're going to express to the world, allows you to make these choices. Like you might be the first in your family line to not go into the family business, or to break the abuse, whatever it might have been that was happening from generation to generation, or a way of thinking, an approach to things. Whatever it might be, you have this power and this ability to change, which is totally cool that it's on the star card, because that's what the Aquarian does too. It's all about this new ways of doing things. It's the old ways no longer are working, and they bring in this new way of looking at things, a new way of doing things. And that totally fits in with the energy of this Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. And you've got the Seven of Swords. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. And what's beautiful about this, usually they call this like this thief card or deception. And for you, I don't think it's really individuals outside of yourself. These are your thoughts and your beliefs that have been deceiving you. The old ways of thinking about yourself that you're ready to let go of. And I love it that you've started to let go of them here. You have these thoughts that you're leaving behind, and then you're going to be questioning more thoughts and beliefs, and letting that go. And I really feel like this goes with this awareness, because you have an awareness around those small t truths of your ego are being replaced by capital T truths of your soul. And you're leaving behind, like when I first saw this 8 of cups, this 8 of water, which is really the 3. This is about leaving behind those thoughts and those beliefs that aren't serving you, right? Here you go. So here's the 3 of cups. This is the 3 of cups, reiterating once again that you are being called to know, connect to this higher self that you are, and to all of your support team that is up there that have your back. So I love that. Well, beautiful, beautiful. I love this for you the week. It's definitely this transitional week that's going to bring in a lot of awareness. Just know that as you're going through every moment of every day, that you are indeed unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. The mother and father of all things are Creator. There's nothing that you can do to earn any more of it, because you have it all just because of who you are. And there's nothing that you can do to lose it, because it's unconditional, not one condition. So just let that be the definition of who you are, as this new quest is brought to you. But if you need assistance, you got a support team that is literally out of this world. All right, I'm going to end the reading there. Just know that in addition to these readings, I also do monthly readings by each zodiac sign, which I will link also in here, along with that, the Aries full moon readings that I do. And I do several other types of readings throughout the month. So if you want to, be kept in the loop of when those readings come out with those new messages and the energies that are going on, if you haven't done so already, if you click the subscribe button down below, then that's going to make this little notification bell pop up. And if you click on that, then you'll get notified when those new readings come out. So easy breezy. All right. Well, just know that I also love you dearly, and I'm sure I'll be in touch with you very soon. Until then, you take care.